Today I'm going to show you how to shoot and edit short form content using just your phone for your small business so that way you guys can go viral and hopefully get some sales. The only thing we're going to need for this video is going to be our phone, a tripod, some lights, and if you don't have any special lights, just go grab a lamp, do whatever you got to do. And then lastly, we're going to need CapCut. CapCut is free, so head over to the App Store. You have no excuse on why you can't complete this video. So for this video, I'm going to be going through the whole process of filming. I'm going to take you guys through each and every shot. I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks to be filming the best quality content with your iPhone, and we're going to go all the way through and edit the video down in CapCut. That way you guys are a part of the process A through Z, and you have no excuse to tell me you don't have the information to make sure you're successful. So this editing process relates to any niche, any small business. You know, this can be used in many ways. What we're going to be doing today is basically editing a transformation video. We're going to take something from the beginning and we're going to show it going all the way to the end. That way there's a reason to watch our short form content, because the point is to have viewer retention. You want to get that watch time in, and the best way to do it is just to make engaging content. This is the editing style that got me to 100,000 followers over the last year across my platforms. All of my growth has been organic, and I owe it all to content. So that's why it's so important for you guys to start filming, grabbing your phones, editing, doing anything you got to do. I'm telling you, you got this. I promise you. Just watch this video all the way through, and if you have any questions, meet me in the comment section. And if you end up finding value, please hit that subscribe. All right, let's get right into it, guys. All right, so the first thing I want you to do, go ahead and hit your settings, go down to camera, hit record video, and make sure you're filming at 4K 24 frames or 4K at 30 frames. All right, so I want you to set up your camera and tripod so that the subject is in the middle. Every time we introduce a new step in our process video, we're going to be changing up the camera angle. So for this video, we're making a t-shirt, and the first step is to load up our vinyl cutter. Since this is the beginning of my video, I'm going to be coming into the screen. I always recommend doing little things like this just to add some engagement. Alright, so we have the vinyl cutter loaded. Now I want to get some detail shots of the needle cutting the vinyl. If you're taking the camera off the tripod, please make sure that you're using really steady shots. If it's just random little detail shots, you don't have to worry about filming it too long. Alright, so the next step in my process is healing the vinyl. I'm going to be grabbing the camera setup and putting it on the opposite side, so when I make that cut, it just gives it more dynamic. Now this step for me specifically took a couple of minutes, so this is really just up to you if you want to film the whole time, or if maybe you just want to film for 30 seconds. When you're halfway through, film for another couple more seconds, and then towards the end film that way you're not ending up with a bunch of footage, you know what I mean? Another real strong benefit of filming these types of videos is that if you save these videos in your camera roll, you can reuse and repurpose all these videos, especially if you need it for storytelling for your content. Now also keep in mind, there's plenty different ways that you guys can edit your content. This is just what worked for me, and if you're a beginner and you don't know how to film content, this is going to be the best strategy for you. Also, always feel free to tweak this however you need. This is completely customizable to you as far as the editing process. Alright, now that the vinyl is peeled, the next shot I'm showcasing is just the vinyl peel so they can get a taste of the final product so far. These little details are for storytelling, and it's going to keep your audience engaged. Now the next step for me is to take my t-shirt to the heat press. Remember, I'm going to make sure whatever I want my audience to focus on is going to stay in the middle of the frame. Also, please keep in mind that if you guys have any questions so far, please feel free to meet me in the comment section. Also, if you found value so far, make sure you are smashing the subscribe button. So for this part, I'm going to record myself loading the shirt, pre-pressing it, and then lifting up the press. Remember, we're going to be editing this footage, so we're going to be cutting down all the unwanted dead space that you see in here so far. It's going to be really quick paced. Alright, so now that we pre-pressed our shirt, I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the other side. When you're switching sides with your camera, it's always cool to sometimes get in a little bit closer or sometimes step out further as well. So for this t-shirt, I'm going to be making a 2-color design. So after I apply the first layer, I'm going to be switching my camera angle. And also, the more you guys switch your camera angle, the better the video is going to look. So you guys can get more detailed and just focus on little things whenever you can and make more cuts. And I promise you, you're going to add way more engagement. Alright, now that we have the vinyl loaded, we're going to go ahead and press the t-shirt. Now, I ended up filming on my iPhone the whole thing, but on this little portion, you're going to see it be cut down just because I didn't want to, show the whole thing of it being pressed. But I did film the whole thing. All right, and you guessed it, we're going to be switching our camera angle one more time. Can you see what I mean? How I was saying that this could be applied to any niche, any, vlog type footage, get ready with me, any of that type of video, even makeup artists that do, transformation videos. This is perfect for you guys as well. So I switched the camera angle one more time. That way I can go ahead and apply my vinyl and it'll just be a clean cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the t-shirt. I'm honestly excited to film this video because I know that this is going to be so important for you guys, and I just can't wait for you guys to benefit from it. Now that it's time to peel the vinyl, I decided to switch the camera angle again. But can you see how when I finally cut this in the editing software, how it's just going to add so much dynamic and keep the viewer engaged the whole time? It's the effort that we put into switching the camera angles and having the tripod as well. And for the final shot, I'm just going to be showcasing the final product. You can just, montage this, do whatever you want. You can just record yourself folding it. This can be anything you want, but just make sure you're having a steady hand. That's all I recommend. All right, guys. So I have CapCut open. So what we're going to do is we're going to import all of our clips onto our timeline. And the way that I edit is I'm basically going to go through all of the footage, take out what I don't want. It's going to end up being longer than a minute the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and then I'm going to take out any dead space that I don't want. Then that'll shorten it down. Then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to speed up areas that I could, speed up. Then I'm going to go back, trim down one more time, see where we're at time-wise, and then we'll go from there. My goal is to make these videos under 1 minute because it's short form content, and that way you'll be able to save this video from CapCut into your camera roll, and then you'll be able to just upload it to TikTok. You'll be able to upload it to Reels, and you'll be able to upload it to YouTube Shorts. Now, YouTube Shorts, if the video is over a minute, it's not a short, so it's better to just have the video under a minute and then upload it to all your short forms from there. And these short form pieces of content can be uploaded to any platform: LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, all of those good stuff. So let's get right into it. It might get confusing, but please just take your time, and I promise you, you got this. CapCut is free. I probably already mentioned that, so just go ahead and get that for yourself, and let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and hit new project, and these are all the clips that we just shot. So let's go ahead and pick all of them. All right, cool. So the footage is 7 minutes and 11 seconds. So our goal is to get this down to under a minute. Always make sure you delete that last part on CapCut. You really don't want that there. All right, let's see. So this first clip is when we loaded our vinyl, right? So I'm thinking this whole part was 19 seconds. I'm going to take that 19 seconds and I'm going to chop it down to like maybe 3 seconds, 4 max, probably not even. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the beginning part, a second of the beginning part, a second of the middle part, and a second of the end. And when I say the beginning, middle, end, I'm talking about this 19-second frame where I'm doing that first action. So this is what we'll do. I'm gonna start the frame right before I come into the camera, so about right there. So I'll already be coming into the frame. So let's press play. Oh wait, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this first. Mute. Okay, cool. So we're gonna press play. Boom. I'm going to cut right there. Remember, we're going to go back and speed certain clips up. So don't worry about speeding anything up because this first round of editing is going to be over a minute. So we're going to go back. So don't worry about speeding anything up because this 2 second clip is probably going to end up being 1 second once we go back and speed it up. So we have that. Now I'll probably do where I'm hitting the button, guiding it in. Hold on. Boom. And then this one will be where I'm hitting the actual button to cut it. So we'll just go like this. Now watch. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Now we can delete that. We're already at 4 seconds. Now, the next clip was when I was filming the vinyl cutter itself. This was a handheld shot, so I'm going to go find the nicest 1 to 2 seconds that I like. That works right there. Boom. So that's really all I need. And I'll probably end up even breaking that down even more. Now we're going to go to cutting or peeling the vinyl. I'm going to start the frame right before I bring it in. And you'll see how it all starts to come together. It's very, I don't know, kind of keeps you jumping. And especially when you add your music or your voiceover, it definitely complements the editing. But I'm teaching you guys what pieces of your clips you should be keeping. So for the most part, we're going to be keeping the beginning, the middle, and the end. Sometimes we're not going to use the middle. It's just going to be just the beginning and the end. But I'll show you examples of that, and you'll also be coming up with your own examples when you're editing that you'll figure out what works for you. But if you made it this far, if you have any questions so far, let me know in the comments section. So let's see what we have so far. Boom. All right, cool. So we're gonna split right there because that was one action. We don't want any dead space. We want to make sure that there's always something going on, and we need quick cuts. So that's why every time I changed my angle, I changed it to the opposite side. I brought it a little bit closer. Maybe the next one was further out. But if you notice, every shot that we flip flop, it looks different. It's never the same type of shot, so that way with the quick actions and those quick cuts and those transitions where I'm just kind of coming into the shot, a combination of all those is just really, really engaging. And that's how you're going to keep your engagement to get your full watch time on your short form so that it keeps going viral and viral and viral. And like I said, this is the method that I use to grow all of my platforms, still growing. But let's go ahead and continue. All right. So for this one, I'm probably gonna do the next shot where I hit that first peel, and then the next shot is probably gonna be towards the middle. Then the third shot is probably gonna be the vinyl coming off completely. So I'll show you what I mean. So I need to drink some water. Okay. So boom, goes down. Here, we'll just do this. Hold on. Boom, right there. I'm going to split it right there. And then the next shot, I'm going to fast forward the whole way through. And it's going to be the vinyl completely coming off. So this is what it looks like. And this first clip is going to end up being sped up. I'll just do it now just for the sake of us being able to see it. But watch. Boom, boom, boom. And this clip is going to end up being sped up. We're going to probably do it 2 times the speed, so it's a pretty quick peel. Now watch. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. So there we go. All right. right, we have the vinyl completely off. Where is it? Boom. Okay. No, we don't need this. Now, honestly, we don't really need to get too much detail. Um, you need to figure out what shots you're prioritizing as far as like what you're showcasing. Like for example, I don't really need to like showcase the vinyl peeling process too much. It can be very, very quick. So that's why I shot the vinyl already peeled, so it can just be like boom, 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 vinyl peeled. So the mind is processing it, very quickly, but it makes the viewer understand. Like they saw the beginning, middle, end, final product as far as the peeling process within those like 3-4 seconds. Watch. Because this part, we're probably going to delete this whole thing. I just want to make sure I don't want it. Okay, boom. Delete. And then we can just, boom. Boom. Perfect. That's it. See? So this is what we have so far. It's going to look better with music. There we go. Yep, now let's get to pressing. Oh, I'm missing a clip. Where is it? Oh, this one. Let's go ahead. Cool, let's get back to it, guys. Alright, so now this next shot has to be us pulling it up. Boom. Right before I pick it up. Okay. Boom. Alright, that's where we're going to stop it. Now the next action is going to be us pulling it and then applying the vinyl. Watch. So you'll see there's no dead space. There's always something going on. Watch. And we're going to stop it right when I stop. And then from here, there we go. Alright, we're going to split it right before I come into the shot. Boom. As soon as I set it down, cut. Now the next shot should be us pressing it. So I had redid it here just to get a better press. You can either do this one, or in reality the cuts are so quick sometimes you can't really tell. So for example, in this one you're probably not going to really be able to tell. Watch. Boom. So watch. See? Alright. Boom. That's where that stops. Boom. Alright, cool. Now let's see. We're going to take out, we're out, because I was just sitting there pressing it. We want to take that out. Boom. Split right there. Now the next one. Boom, right there. Remember, no dead space, guys. We always want to be doing something. So you're noticing I'm cutting right as I'm, right as I'm pulling it. Boom. Now the next shot, there we go. Peeling it. And the peeling, I usually like to speed it up. But like we'll go back and we'll speed that up. because I feel like for short form that might be too slow. But I speed it up. Watch, I speed it up at a pace where it looks comfortable. It doesn't look dramatized because look, it's 3.8 seconds. 4 seconds is kind of long. I kind of want to have it around no more than like 2.4 area. So like, let's see what 2.5 looks like. Because even this one will be sped up, but just slightly, just to keep that nice little pace. Watch. See how it was just a little bit, but it made, that second and a half, it matters. I promise you, it matters. So let's do the next shot. All right, there, we peeled it. Now this next one, we should be applying that red layer. So we're gonna, remember, right before we're coming into the shot is where I split it. Boom, that works. Now the next shot, remember, right into the next movement. Boom, right there, split. Boom, there we go. We can split right there. And then we're going to go right to the next action, which is us bringing it down. Press. And then boom, right there. Press, lift. All right, and then I believe the next shot is us peeling it. That's for sure going to be sped up. That's probably like, what, 4 seconds? Definitely too long. Speed that up. We're going to go to like 2 seconds. Perfect. You see that pace? That's that good pace. All right. And then this is just the part where we're showing off the garment after it's been made. And if you notice, you see how I'm on the right side of the t-shirt? Now the next clip, I'm on the left side. It gives it that nice comfortable jump. So you see why I was going like and switching every time I did action, I was switching. It gives it that nice just, eye popping visual. So watch. So we're going to go and let's watch how I was going to jump to the other side. There we go. See? And then we'll let that run for maybe another second or so. And then the close-up. I usually like to do 2 clips. One nice showing the final product and a close-up. Remember, all of this, guys, you guys switch it up to fit you. This is just like a base for you guys to kind of, get a hang of it. And then there we go. Boom. And we're at 49 seconds. Cool. So now what I'm going to do now, it's super dope, guys. We ended up under a minute because we were so efficient. But there is times where I film a lot because there's more steps in the garment that I'm making. And it ends up being like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And I have to keep coming down, chopping it down. If that happens to you, just do those little things that I taught you, taking out the things that are not important, taking out the dead space, speeding up areas that you can where it looks comfortable, making sure that if something's not important, you're only showing a little bit of it, that way the things that are important, you can spend more time on. Like if you notice the last clips where I was showing the garment, those are probably like the longest lasting clips out of the whole thing. But let's go ahead and watch this, and I'm going to speed up the areas where I need to be sped up. For example, that's for sure going to be sped up. 1.5, we'll probably do like 0.8 seconds. I can probably not use that. All right. This will look a lot better with music, trust me. I'm going to speed this up 2.2. Let's go to 1.5. Let's speed that up a little bit. We can take that last little part. We can for sure speed this up. This will probably go down to like 1.9. Yeah, that'll be good. This will be sped up a little bit. So we're at 45 seconds. I'm going to take that last little part out. This will be sped up 3 seconds. Yeah, we'll go to 2. We'll keep that at 2. Take a second out. Those seconds matter. I'm telling you, they keep that engagement. This will speed up a little bit. There you go. And there we go, guys. We're at 42 seconds. So now let's rewatch it for real this time. All right. All right, this is the final product. I'm not going to have music playing just because I don't want no copyright issues with YouTube. You know, I love my account. So when you add your music on your short form, it's going to look super, super dope. But this is what we ended up with. Yep. These are the videos that are going to help you guys go viral. And that's why this method can be used for anything, you know, short form vlogs, get ready with me's. You know, this method editing strategy can be applied to any small business creating content for social media. I'm really happy if you made it this far. If you found value, make sure you hit that subscribe. And if you have any questions, meet me in the comment section. I'm working really, really hard to make sure I can bring you guys content that provides real value, not just, you know, mumbo jumbo stuff on the internet. You guys don't have time for that. You know, there's a lot of other stuff going on in the world that we can be focusing our time on. The last thing we need to do is be, you know, digesting information that we don't need. That's why my, you know, channel is here for you guys, to make sure we can avoid all that. So I appreciate you guys for making it this far. Also, please, if you guys use this method to create any content, send me the video. I really want to see what you guys end up using. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next video.